What is going on, my fellow zombie slayers? It is Nelly B here, and welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Zombies weapon comparison. In this series, we do what literally everybody else does and take two different weapons and compare them for things like ammo, damage, availability, and fire rate, and in the end, I give you my personal opinion on which one I think is better. Now, to start off this video, I just want to say, it is going to be the MP40. Now, the MP40 really hasn't changed throughout Call of Duty, and especially Call of Duty Zombies. So I asked myself before I made this video, do I really want to go through the same stats over and over again with very minor changes throughout the whole thing? No, that's not my deal. I'm not here to make a quick video. I'm here to inform you guys. So what I thought I would do with the regular weapons, and I'm going to do this with every video now except for the wonder weapons obviously, is go into the history and background of these weapons. So without further ado, let's begin. So starting off with the history of the MP40. The MP40 was originally developed and created in 1938 by Heinrich Vollmer, the guy you're seeing on your screen right now. Vollmer was a German small arms designer during World War II and took heavy inspiration from what was originally Hugo Schmeisser's design of the MP36, which ended up just being a prototype to the MP38. In Schmeisser, a well-known arms designer from Germany, had also created the MP18, the very first mass-produced submachine gun ever. Now moving on to the design of this thing, the MP40 was designed to only shoot fully automatic. However, the low fire rate allowed a single intermittent trigger tap for a semi-auto effect. So you could just basically tap the trigger like you do on console or on PC, so really you'll get the same semi-auto effect. The MP40 was also much more reliable than any other version that had come before it. So moving on, the MP40 did have a few drawbacks, like the mag, you know, the thing your character holds onto, where the bullets come out of. Yeah, you're not supposed to hold on to that. Apparently, simply holding on to the 32 round magazine caused a much greater friction problem than the one that was already present. To explain briefly, similar weapons around the same time period, such as the Thompson 1921, mainly used what was called a dual-fed magazine. This allows more bullets to be held in a single magazine because the friction would be spread out across two different chambers, which both led into the barrel. Less movement through one object equals less friction. And finally, for its usage, during the beginning of its life cycle, it was mainly used by the Nazis. After the war, this along with almost every other Nazi weapon were distributed to the parliamentary and irregular forces of some developing countries. It was used in later wars, but never really became more popular than it had been in the hands of Germany. Now before I go any further with this video, I just want to give you guys a quick sound comparison for these weapons, just to give you an idea of how they feel and how they sound in game.
That's the way I told you I wasn't on the menu! Thirsty. Kill it! Oh, what was that noise? fetid touch.
Now we're going to be going over the stats. Like I said before, the MP40 doesn't really change throughout Call of Duty and all of its various games. There are minor changes, but usually there are changes that the whole game has went through, and I will be going over those and mentioning them as this video goes on, but we really only need the World at War stats. So for the damage, the MP40 does a max of 100, and at longer ranges, it drops off to 60. It has 32 rounds in the mag and 192 in reserves, and it also has a 2.3 second reload time, or a 2.9 second when the whole thing is empty. The MP40 is fully automatic at 535 RPM with a very high mobility. It's an SMG, you're going to expect very high mobility with also a pretty decent RPM. And it's also really easy to get on any map. In the earlier games like World at War and Black Ops 1, it was kind of harder to find this weapon, and in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, if you were to find this weapon, it was always on the wall, so its availability is actually really easy. Now going back over those stats for the later games, the damage never really increased. It stayed the same, but it did get a headshot multiplier of ×4 in every single game. And yeah, that's about the only thing that's changed with the MP40. The RPM, the reload time, the mobility, everything stayed the same. Now obviously in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 you have Double Tap 2.0, so it allowed the gun to do more damage at a higher fire rate, but we're not going to be taking that into account, seeing as we're only talking about the weapon. Pack-a-punched, this thing became the Afterburn. The damage increased by double, so 200 at close range and 120 at its furthest range, and also the headshot multiplier went up in Black Ops 1 onward from a ×4 to a ×5. The same reload time was kept, but the RPM was increased to 600 from 535, and the ammo didn't really increase. You got 64 in the clip and 192 in reserves, and I guess you can consider this an increase in ammo because there's only 32 in the regular MP40. The difference is a simple clip size, and again the mobility is very high. You're not really going to have any problems running away from zombies with this thing, unless you're on Verrucht. And there you have it, the MP40, sort of an in-depth, but we are still comparing these things, so let's get right into that. So first of all, the World at War MP40. Let's just kick it out. Let's get rid of it right away, simply because the headshot multiplier is a big plus, seeing as it is the only differentiating factor between all of these weapons. So the World at War MP40, get your booty out of here. BO1, BO2, and BO3. I gotta think about this. I spent so much time researching this weapon, going over the script and stuff. I didn't actually give myself time to come to a conclusion. So my personal opinion, Black Ops 1 is the better one, but I also think that the Black Ops 3 one is the overall actual better one. It's just in my opinion, I would prefer to play with the MP40 on Black Ops 1 than on Black Ops 3, and that's really what it comes down to, which one you like using more. If this video informed you in the least bit, smack that like button. Just freaking smack it right on its ass. Comment down below which one you think is better and why. Make sure to clarify though, is it the BO3 one because of the gobblegums and the double pack-a-punch ability? I gotta know this stuff, man. Anyways guys, that is gonna be it for the video. I really enjoyed making this one. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And let me know down in the comments below what you want to see for the next Zombies weapon comparison. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for the video.